Welcome everyone, this is Dmitry, and today we are having another type of the stream. It's not going to be network programmability stream. It's today we are back to network engineering. So we'll see how that goes. Like I haven't been doing really network engineering for last almost 3 years. I was mostly writing software. Recently, when I switched to my new role, I started doing more networking, like a more troubleshooting kind of stuff, but still like network automation and software is still my primary expertise and primary skill, right? So today we will have network programmability strip later, but at the beginning we are going to have a warm-up. So I saw this tweet from NetworkChuck yesterday. So what he did is that he has a packet tracer lab, which he broke, and then he asked Keith Barker from, I think they're both right now working for CBT Nuggets, don't they? So he asked Keith to fix it, and Keith recorded a video with him fixing that for the first time. So I decided, you know what, like I could have some fun too. So today I am planning to, well, fix that lab as well, like Keith did, on my stream, and this is going to be like a warm-up before my network automation topics. Yeah, the main challenge though is that my networking knowledge is not that great anymore since I haven't been using it that much during the last 3 years. But also I can't say like I'm scared or anything. I really like this kind of stuff, like where you can troubleshoot something. My background is in tech, so this is where I started at Cisco, and after working in tech, I started appreciating more configuration problems because I saw many like unexpected behaviors, bugs, stuff like that. And whenever you're troubleshooting like those real devices, you have to keep that in mind. That it's not always configuration issues. So after working tech, I started actually appreciating more troubleshooting labs where the problem is in the config. So yeah, this is a lab. So the only thing I did with this lab is there was a background image with NetworkChuck. I removed that because it was really hard to see the network topology. So I'm so sorry, Chuck, but I had to remove that because like I couldn't see anything here. So this is the only thing I did. I didn't even check like if I can log into to devices or anything. Like I simply don't know. So we'll be figuring it out live. And folks, I also encourage you to it's not one man show. So if you see something interesting, something that catches your attention and like I missed it or something, just do let me know. Or maybe I will be fixing some of these issues and you either have like a better way of troubleshooting this, or maybe you're curious about my process. So you could feel free to ask questions and on that as well. So I will be going through some of these pieces. So don't be shy. It's a community thing. It's not a one-man show. All right, let's get enough with chit chat. Let's actually do some network engineering. So there is this PDF file as well. You need to establish connectivity between all client species. This is pretty much what this has. So let's go ahead and do that. I think how I like to start is actually confirming the problem. I don't have any knowledge of this network as well, so like I don't know what is like IP addressing scheme and what is expected or not. I also barely know packet tracer, so but we'll see. So I hover over this laptop. I see that it doesn't get an IP address, so it gets an IP address like 169. This is like Windows. When you're trying to DHCP but you don't get anything, it kind of like auto assigns an IP address from that range. So this seems to be a problem already. What about this laptop? This one as well, like have, or maybe, you know what, let me actually go ahead and yeah, so this guy definitely has an issue. It cannot get an IP address. See this, yeah, and then it has DHCP as well, but it doesn't work. And I'm sorry folks, I don't know how I can make this font bigger. Let me actually try. Kind of messes his topology a little bit. 10 is fine, I think. Depends on the CLI as well. I don't think I made that bigger. Hold on. CLI. Let's see if this helps. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a little bit better. What's their phrase? You still see say command on PSI. Thanks for streams, and more importantly to me, your YouTube replays was watching building Bitwarden, but stop for this. Thank you so much for the feedback. I appreciate your support folks. Alright, another thing that I see, so you know what, maybe I should document this. HQPC1 does not get DHCP address. HQPC2 does not get DHCP address, but also I can see that there are emails queued. Queued emails. You can see it here. So if I remember correctly, this means that it tries to send something, but it can. Yeah, and it's actually DHCP. So it has queued DHCP, but it cannot send it. Okay. So what else I'm seeing here? What about this PC? So this PC has an IP address. So 10.67 8371, and it has a gateway. I would probably go ahead and see if, okay, this is DHCP. It would also make sense to double check like a gateway, that it is in the same network. So /27 is what? 2 to the 5th is 32, so it's from 65 till 95. Yeah, so this should be fine. Actually the gateway here is incorrect. I can already see that. Oh, actually, you know what? I am wrong. So apparently, what is going on here is how it's called, L3 routed access. So that gateway is terminating on the SVI here on the switch. So 8366 is here. Okay, so this PC seems to be fine. What about this one? So this one is also /27, so it should be from 129 to 159, I think. Maybe, whatever. It seems to be fine. See this again. So, and I guess this is also L3 routed access. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So you can see that this PC is pointing as a gateway the switch in VLAN 50, and then this PC is pointing to the router. So it's not necessarily a problem, but it could be. I guess the first thing that I would do, I would go ahead here and you know what, I think I need to also write down some of these IP addresses, because otherwise, like, I don't know what's the easiest way to check it out in Packet Tracer. So this one, 10 53 71, and then site BPC. Probably I'll also write down that this is /27, and this is 131. All right, cool. Cyber Fort, thank you for following. Okay, so I guess I would, as the first test, okay, we know that these two PCs, the HQ PCs, cannot get the address, so we'll have to troubleshoot that. However, we know that at least these two have IP address, so we can check if there is connectivity between them. Which it isn't. So I would also go ahead and trace route this. And I can't even trace route. What was the... Oh, I was clicking on simulation button. Okay, so this is 66 and this is 129. Oh, I could have checked it here. Okay, I can't even ping my gateway. Can I ping my router though here? It's 65. Okay, I can ping my router. I'm actually curious why I can't ping switch. I would go ahead here, CLI. I just hope there is no, yeah, there is no password. Show IP interface brief execute unassigned. Okay, so there is VLAN 50. what is this link? How do I check this? Physical? No. Maybe? Is there like view or something? How do I see links? Oh, okay, oh, like this. They're like labels. I don't see like labels. Do this. Okay, I guess I will have to just work like this. In edit? No, it doesn't see. Maybe in preferences there is like some view or something. Oh, let's go. Okay, show interface status. We see that port fast Ethernet 02 is VLAN 50. So this is where the PC is connected. Okay, so we don't have. So this is a single VLAN here. So it's single VLAN 50. I'm curious what is going on the fast Ethernet 01 here. I don't think like anything is going on here. At least it shouldn't be. So because this is access VLAN, it's not a trunk, right? So yeah, let me go ahead here. Show IP interface brief. I would probably check. It's gigabit 0, yeah? No, it's actually. Yeah, folks, I don't know that these labels are very helpful here. Let me get rid of them. Hello? Okay, I guess we will just we'll have to guess. Okay, I will assume this is gigabit 01. I don't know how to really check that link. So let's go ahead and check the config. Oh, I forgot that this is packet tracer and you can do things like this. Okay, so yeah, this just has an IP address, yes, and /27, and that's all. So yeah, this PC obviously is pointing to the incorrect gateway. It should not be switch here. I thought it was routed access, but it isn't. I can double check here if I go on the switch this, and I will check the yeah, there is no routing on the switch, so this is L2 only switch. So this PC should point to the yeah. Okay, so one of the issues is here. So we have 65 and we are pointing to 66, so let's go ahead and fix that. So I will write this down. R2 site A has incorrect gateway in Dhcp pool. Can you please okay, and we also were checking. Okay, before I jump from this guy, let me see the routing table. So routing table should have a prefix for this another PC, which it doesn't have. So this is like another issue. Probably we could fix it here. So I can see that there is only connected and local. So there is, and we have what? We have OSPF configured in array 0. Okay. Show up OSPF neighbors. Okay. So what do I see here? You can already see issues here. So one of these guys, so there are multiple issues. First of all, there are two different routers which have the same router ID. So inside of the same area, you can't have that. So this is one issue. Second issue is that this guy is stuck in xstart. I'm not 100% sure if it's connected to router ID issue, because the usual reason why you may be stuck in xstart is when your MTU is incorrect, when there is MTU mismatch. So probably I should go ahead and start with fixing the router ID here, and then see if there is also MTU issue. Another interesting, well, actually, that should be fine. So meanwhile, I will go to this PC and I would probably need to, how do I do this? Yeah, I just bound the link. Okay, so PC gets proper IP address. Okay, so how do we fix router ID issue? Well, first of all, we have to understand where the router ID is coming from. So usually it's what, highest loopback or something, I don't remember already, but I think like by default it's loopback or one of the loopbacks. Yeah, we have a loopback here. So I would go to this guy and see if it also has a loopback. And this is where, like, if I was in CCIE lab, I would be very careful with how I fix this. Okay, so this doesn't have a loopback. So it probably have it here. Yeah, it has it here. I will explain to you what I meant in just a second. Yeah, so yeah, the reason I was bringing up like CCA lab is if I had the loopback 222 on several guys, this is where like I would be concerned like how to fix that, because like deleting a loopback from a place is not the best idea. But then also that loopback may be taken into account in some other way. So like it could be weird. Now in this case it's it's very straightforward how we fix it. Well, option 1 is just deleting this router ID, but I usually prefer just setting it statically, so I would just go to router OSPF1 here and say router ID 333. And I need to clear OSPF process, yes. Okay, and I will also write this down. So R1 HQ and R3 side B have incorrect OSPF parity set. Let me see. Yeah, probably I should just also save the config here as well. So let's go ahead and do it here. So router SPF1, router ID 333. Oh, what? No, 111. Clear IP OSPF process, yes. Okay. Probably I could. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do this. Nah, whatever. I know how to fix it. In CCIE lab, I would definitely like copy paste all evidence and also like write down the fix. I don't care that much here, so probably I would just keep it. I would just keep the like the problem itself as text. Okay, so as a result, if I go here, I should have okay, so this is now much better. This is still an issue, right? So this is stuck in Xstart. So as I told you before, like as I expected, router ID is not connected to Xstart issue. So stuck in Xstart usually indicates MTU mismatch. So we will go ahead and check this on the link. The only problem is that I don't see which link it is. It's fast Ethernet 01. We do have IP not inside here. That's weird. I fully expected to see MTU here, but it seems like it's not MTU. I am very careful with doing this, like removing NOT or something. It could definitely come into play here, but at this point, like I just don't know. Okay. It's gigabit already. I forget that you can do it here. Okay, so it seems like it's not MTU mismatch. I should just even do show interface gigabit 00 and double check the MTU here. Okay, it's 1500, and here show interface. Is it 01? Yeah, it's 01. Yeah, so MTU here is fine. Interesting. What is this? Hardware is LANs. How do I see the board? if it is a network type. I think you have a point. Somehow I missed that. Let me go ahead here again. Yeah, POSPF network point to point, and that one isn't. Oh wait, this can be network. This can be point to point. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. This is definitely correct. So, well, definitely incorrect. So R1HQ has OSPF P2P a type, network type on multi-access multi-access link. Multi-access link. This is weird. On a segment with 3 routers. Let's put it this way. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix this. Right. Okay, we still have an issue. Wait. Yeah, oh, we actually don't. So, fast Ethernet 01 is full, and this guy is DR and this guy is BDR. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Polar. Yeah. Somehow I missed that network type. But more importantly, I missed that I forgot that due to timers, due to network types, you can actually be stuck in Xstart. I was always sure that stuck in Xstart, exchange Xstart is when you have MTU mismatch, but that was not the case. Yeah, so I keep forgetting some of these things. Okay, so the result of this should be that this guy has a routing toward this other segment. So this network was what? 64/27, and we should be able to connect to 128. So if I do ping 106783, and then I think it's 129 here. Yes, it's 129 from the from gigabit 01. Oh, no. You can't do. I think you can do it like this, but dude, I really miss source thing. Oh. Okay, so now I verified that I have connectivity from this interface here to this interface here. So unless there is something else going on, Tihigo, thank you so much for another month of subscription. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Okay, so I think if I go here and I go to command prompt, So I think now ping should work, unless there is like some other problem, which actually doesn't. Very interesting. Okay, so I think at least trace route should help us somewhat. Okay, so we can get to 65. Oh wow. Okay, so let me ping in this again. Oh, okay, ping works. Okay, so I can ping between these two PCs. So this is like at least something. Cool. What's next? Let's fix this if there is any issue with this server. Okay, so this server has 23.1.2.2/24. So let me write this down. So public server 23.1.2.2 23.1.2.2/24. Cool. So if I okay, I could try. This thing with like blinking lights like clearly indicates there is some spanning tree problem. Okay, I think I could try pinging that. Maybe I should first go here to the router and see what is available in my routing table, because you need some kind of default route or something. And you can see that there isn't any default route, so this means like I cannot get out. So I would go here to HQ and understand what was the intention here. Auto cost reference bandwidth 1. There is default information origin. Okay, so this is weird. Auto cost reference bandwidth. I don't remember exactly what this command does. I think it changes what, cost or something. To be fair, the best way would be to go to Cisco docs, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, this seems incorrect. But I like I have here default information originate. If I remember correctly in OSPF, it only works if you have default route already, which actually I do. So we should be able to advertise this default, I think. So if I go show IP OSPF database, I don't remember what type of default it should be, what type of LSA it should be. That's interesting. I think this contributes to the issue. I will remove this. the value here really seems weird, because we will have 1 divided by bandwidth of the link. Like, this seems very low. Probably before I make this change, I would go to one of these L3 switches, and I will check if auto cost is configured there, and it isn't. So I guess I'll just go ahead and remove it from HQ. Okay, for R1 HQ has incorrect auto cost ref bandwidth set. Okay, and I would probably also clear IPOSPF process. Okay. I am not sure if this is what contribute to the... Yeah, so this was not the problem with the static route. So this is actually kind of weird. Show IPOSPF database. What's this guy? Show IPOSPF database. Summary ESP link. To the two. I am pretty sure, well, I wouldn't call pretty sure because I barely remember networking, but we have this is Quebec's meeting update. I didn't even open this. Why? I lost my train of thought. Titaf, sir, thank you for following. Vasilisk, thank you for following. Okay. I feel like this is enough for advertisement. Show IP OSPF database. This should result in the default route being advertised. I have a default route in my table like this, which is fine, and then I have show run section OSPF. I have default information originate. I don't know, it feels like this is just fine. I will add default information originate always right now. Or do I even... Oh, there is no always. Do I need to redistribute it on top of default information originate? I don't think I do. There is no always. Let me see. OSPF, Cisco, advertise default. Okay. There are two ways. The first is to advertise, provided advertise already has a default route. Second is to advertise regardless of the second method can be accomplished by adding keyword always. Yeah, this is what we have. And then it appears here as type 5. What the hell? Okay, maybe I will skip this for now. Honestly, like I feel that it could be a simulation, some kind of simulation thing where it wants to have something. Let me just quickly glance through the whole config. Okay, there is not IP classless. IP classless? What does IP classless do? I remember it was some all weird command. I haven't seen it for years. Okay, there is also not. There is one which is shut down, whatever. Don't think OSPF will originate default into area 0. Don't think OSPF will originate default into area 0. Maybe you're right. Okay, right now I don't really know. I will probably leave it for now. The only check I want to do is let's do this. Let's do phase 0, 0. Yeah, look, what the hell is this? Folks, I am just because I didn't do networking for almost 3 years, I would say I am 70% confident that null 0 thing should work. This doesn't make any sense to me, but I would just you know, whatever. It's simulation, it's not emulation. So if I go here now, you should have default, which we do. Just because I changed null 0 to a real interface, it worked. Unless, like, I'm pretty sure it should work with null 0. Alright, whatever. Okay, so now I should be able to ping the public server, guys. What? 23.1. 23.1.22. Okay, and of course we can't. I will also do trace. Okay, so I can go to first hop, I can go here to HQ, I cannot reach the public server. I would also actually no, so this would be something not related, right? So we would want to have not on all of these interfaces inside and then on this interface outside. And then we need to make sure that we don't block the subnets of PCs. So I will go here and I will check not. So let's do show run I not for interface. So probably also IP address because I can barely. Okay, so this is towards the WAN switch. IP not inside, this is fine. This one is IP not outside, this is fine. And then we have some other VLANs with not inside. Okay, so then we have a pool. So we are saying that for inside, if you correspond to the access list for NAT, you will get an IP address from the pool. This pool looks correct, so it's 23.1.2.0/24, which is this. So yes, this is fine. The only potential issue would be this access list, show run section access list. So, and we are denying here everything in the 1067.83.0. I mean, this is definitely this range, right? So the problem here is that I don't know what IP oh, okay, so all of these PCs are in this subnet. Okay, so I just have to change this deny to permit. Okay, so R1 HQ denying not for hosts using incorrect ACL. Okay, so I would do the following. Okay, let's go. So after this, the ping should work, which it does. So 23.1.2.2, and then here 23.1.2.2. Okay, so connectivity in this lower segment is up and running. So now we have to deal with this upper segment. There is this internal server with an IP address which I want to write down. So it's 6783.3/28. Interesting. There are already like subnet mask issues here. Maybe. I need to be careful with subnet masks here. So, okay, cool. What's its default gateway here? Okay, 106783.1. Is this a router? No. Yes. It's VLAN 10 here. And .1, .2. Okay, I think I can go here and okay, we cannot ping, so we will have to deal with this switching problem. Oh no. No, 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 no. How do I see the freaking connection here? I really don't know, folks. I can try do this. No, it's not helpful at all. I guess we'll have to like guess or something. I don't know, like I'm trying to see, but okay. Oh, here we go. I can now, okay, so this is second link, FA02. Okay, there is some HTTP service here. I mean, I will be just testing connectivity. Okay, so where do we go from here? I think on this guy, yeah, I was checking if I can connect to default gateway and I can't. So this default gateway is this one. Probably I should just go ahead and like do it step by step. So here I have VLAN 10 and there I have VLAN 7. You can also see that there is some kind of thing going on here on this switch. Okay, VLAN 10, VLAN 7, show VLAN, brief. Oh, there is no VLAN 10. Okay. And that server is in VLAN 7, which is management VLAN. It's kind of like hard here to understand the intent. Okay, here is VLAN 7 and 30. And I think there is also VTP or something. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I will go from there. So like I know that those guys want to get IP address via DHCP, right? So we'll try to track down this pool somehow. Okay, so this is from 0 until 240, and default router should be .6. So I think it would be good idea to also go here. I will copy paste this. There is no DHCP here. Okay. And what is VLAN here? Here is VLAN 20. Something weird is going on here, guys. And I honestly, like, without a diagram, like, without expected diagram, it's kind of hard to track this down, to be honest. Okay, so there are here on this guy, there are 3 SVIs. There is 7, 10, 20, 30. And then pool okay, so we need to have VLAN 10 for host on the left and VLAN 20 on the, I guess, on the host on the right. So there are these, yeah. We only have one DHCP pool, so I have only pool for the guy on the left. I don't see pool for the guy on the right. And DNS, by the way, is pointing here to the internal server. Okay. So okay, so we need to have 4 VLANs. Okay, so this is what I would do. Okay, VTP version 2, domain name OGIT or Git, I don't know, whatever. And then there is this thing, MD5 digest. Probably I should copy paste it so I can compare it. Okay, this digest is definitely incorrect, so you can see that this guy is twice as long. configuration revision is whatever. VTP version capable 1 to 2, running to OGIT as well. Okay, it just I can't even, oh, okay. Okay, so VTP between these guys is not working. It was a long time since I have seen VTP. Really long time. Okay. It seems like there is no VTP configuration except of VTP domain. But I also suspect these trunks are not working correctly. And again, the problem is like I cannot find what this link is. Here like shift or can you CDP it? Oh, this is a big brain. Thank you, Otter Bob. That's very good idea. I would probably need to like write this down, I guess. Thank you. Okay. I guess I will start with links, with uplinks. Of course it doesn't work. Nice description, Chuck. Nice description. Okay, so there is trunk going on there. So there is trunk going to the router. I will check the same thing here. Okay, so it's trunk everywhere. So if there is trunk going on as an uplink, right? We need to have what's about our routing table? Okay, so we advertise everything in OSPF. This link, by the way, looks very weird. I actually don't know what. Oh, there is so much problem here. Show around section router. Show IP in brief. Okay, so this is where it kind of gets weirder. Because there is this loopback. There is this loopback 0 everywhere. And I will just remove this loopback. Since like we are advertising it into SPF, it's going to be weird if you have it. If it's on these 3 routers, diagram would be nice. Yeah, I will just remove it. I don't know what is the intention here, but okay. So on SVIs, I have a neighbor. I'm curious. If it's this guy. Ouch. Wow, okay. What the hell is this? There is also a 34 and 37. Okay, 37 is us. Somehow did not I delete the loopback? I did. I don't know what I'm looking at here, to be honest. Like, what are these neighbors? VLAN 7, VLAN 30. Okay, I think I will go here to this router. I will do show CDP neighbor. Okay, so I see switch 2. I don't see MLS 1 here. So I see only MLS 2. On fast Ethernet 1, 2. And it's trunk. Oh yeah, I forgot that this router kind of like works like a switch. etc VLAN table. You can't do it per VLAN? Ouch. The fact that there is static mic here, I'm really curious about that. Okay, so there are these two links, 1 and 2. All VLANs are allowed. There is only VLANs in spanning tree forwarding state and not pruned. Okay, so this is switching environment between these 3 routers. So we allow 1730 here. And this one is here. VLAN spanning tree forwarding. Okay, so this is blocked, right? So if I do show spanning tree, yeah, so fast Ethernet 1.2 is blocked. Show run. Okay, so, and this bridge is the root. We are running rapid spanning tree. Let's just double check that we running spanning tree everywhere. So this guy doesn't run any spanning tree. Awesome. This guy also doesn't run anything, because why would you run spanning tree? This guy doesn't have spanning tree. This guy doesn't have it either. Very cool. Oh my god. No spanning tree. God damn it. Really? Okay, so I need VLAN 1, maybe 7, 10, 20, 30. And let's also create VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Okay. Then if you go on this guy, let's do spanning tree VLAN 1, 7, 10, 20, 30, and then VLAN 10, 20, 30. Why this doesn't work with a comma? No. Okay. So this one is in VTP. Oh, it's operating in server mode. And this one is in client. Doesn't matter that much. Show VLAN. Yeah. Spanning 3-port fast trunk. Okay. 1, 7, 10, 20, 30. Okay. So let's write down one more thing. So MLS 1 and MLS2 have loopback 0 with 1111, which interferes with OSPF, and then next one is spanning tree. STP is disabled everywhere. Okay. Okay, so we have rapid spanning tree, rapid spanning tree, and here rapid spanning tree. Now there is something that got my attention here, since I was looking at the config. A spanning tree port was trunk. This is on gigabit Ethernet 01. So if we do show interface, what also shows DP. So this is on gigabit 01. So connection to MLS1 has that. The only reason why you may run spanning tree port fast trunk is when you are connected to a server. So is there, if I do show up interface brief, that port should probably be down, which it is. There was some command like inconsistent port. No, I don't remember a command like where you can see that the port is like error disabled or something. But I will go ahead and remove that command. Spanning tree port fast default should be fine, I think. Because that only works on access ports. Yeah, let me remove that command. No spanning tree port fast trunk. Okay. Interesting that the port is right now down from this side. Curious about that. Okay, so here we have routing on VLANs on VLAN 7 and 30. Okay. I don't think, doesn't seem like VLAN 1 is being used here. 7 and 30. I'm really concerned why this link is showing us down. So if we do show, oh, there are no trunks here. Wow. Okay, so this port is VLAN 10. This port is VLAN 7. Now we have two more. Oh, error disabled. Yeah, we have to go on those ports and then shut them down. Okay, that port got disabled again for some reason. Duplex half. Are you freaking kidding me? Duplex half. How cool is that? Okay, so this one is also duplex half. Okay, so 8 access 1 has port fast on trunk. Next, some access ports are half duplex. Okay, and here we'll do the same thing. Cool. Okay, now this link across, I'm not sure what this thing means. It could be, yeah, okay, so this gigabit 2 has some issues still. On this side is gigabit 2, 02, on another side is 1021. Okay, it's just trunk encapsulation.1q mod trunk. So this was MLS2 and then switch 1. Okay. Interesting. I mean, this looks fine. This 3650 needs this command. This doesn't. Or maybe it does actually. Yeah, this port is not even being shown up. Let me try just bouncing that. BPDU guard error detected on 02, putting BPDU guard. Oh, okay. Of course. shouldn't, yeah. So 10 access 1 has BPDU guard enabled. I'm still kind of curious why it's an issue. Show interface. Oh, it disappeared from here. Show interface gigabit 02 status and switch port. Okay, it's trunk. I was always thinking that BPDU guard is on access port by default. Spanning tree port fast BPDU guard default. I mean, that link is not port fast. Let's reload this and see. Okay, this is, I guess, some bug in simulation. That port, it's not a port fast port. It's trunk. It's not a port fast thing. And trunk by default are not becoming, trunks by default cannot become port fast ports. So I guess this is like, again, simulation issue. So I will just remove that. Yeah, okay, so now that link is up. Okay. Okay, so this was weird. Oh, I had an issue with the, let me add it because I already forgot. So R1 HQ does not advertise default, even though static null 0 static default to null 0 is present. Okay. Okay, so this guy still doesn't get its IP address. This guy doesn't get it either. Okay. There is a scope here. Oh, what is .6, by the way? Excuse me. I guess it's a router here. It could be, there was HSRP somewhere, I think. Okay, so it should be .4 then, right? Okay. Okay. I guess I would, yeah, so it should be .4 here. Here. I could go ahead and fix it. So MLS1 has incorrect default gateway in DHCP pool. MLS2 does not have DHCP pool at all. So yeah, let's go ahead and fix this. So this is what, /28. This gateway is .1 for some reason. I mean, .1 is fine. Okay, yeah, so let's fix this. So default router should be 10.67.83.1. Oh, what? No, .4. Ouch. Okay. And then show run section DHCP. I will copy this and you have to modify it slightly. So that port was in VLAN 20 and then VLAN 20 is here, so it's 18. Okay, so it's 16.0. So it's 16, no, .16 .240, and then this IP address. Okay. You could also see that our HSRP is bouncing, so we have to take care of that as well. Okay. Okay, this is another bug, by the way. Well, like simulation issue or something. We no longer have the loopbacks on these guys. So, and I don't think there is a router ID there. Maybe it is. There is no. So somehow it's still like coming up there. So I will change this router ID here manually. So let's say this will be I can set it whatever I want. Clear IPOSPF process. And then here as well. What did they set it there? Okay. some simulation bug setting it manually. Okay. So if I go here, show IPSP of neighbor. Okay, at least now I see this coming up properly. Okay, this one is still bouncing. Now this 10.222 is stuck in X start. So this is this interlink between these two. Okay. By the way, there are two interlinks, but only one is up. Okay, so 24 over here is connected to 23 over here. Both of them are trunks. Okay. One thing that really bothers me is that there is a bunch of static MAC addresses on the SVIs. This can be good. I don't think Chuck is here. No. Hi, by the way. How are you doing, fun? This is taking much longer than I thought it would take. Okay, there is an issue that I see. So we had here VLAN 20, yes, and on VLAN 20 there is helper address on .6, and the .6 is what? .6 is I think this guy. Okay, I just can't track this down. Okay, but because there is helper address, I guess we need to transfer this DHCP pool on this guy. I mean, it's not like a big deal, but since there is helper address already configured on VLAN 20. Ten 683 was again, like, I don't know what this 6 is. Is this packet tracer? Yeah, it's packet tracer. Yeah, without diagram, like, I don't know how to fix this properly, to be honest. I feel like if there is helper address command already configured, okay, this is interesting. Is there a DHCP service here? Okay, now I understand. So for VLAN 20, yeah, I understand this now. So for VLAN 20, there is the DHCP service which is there. Full name. From IP address. Okay. Yeah, so I need to keep this. I need to go to MLS2 and say show run. I'm going to have to watch Chuck original video to understand. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Kernel Panic. Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, it's what would really improve this lab would be like a diagram with, or at least some kind of like text description of what is design, right? Because for example, there is no DHCP configured for this laptop, and I thought I should configure it on MLS2, but apparently I just discovered that there is this DHCP pool on this server, so I need to forward it there. So it's kind of like guessing work, I guess. Okay, so on VLAN 20, we are doing helper address towards 3.3. Okay, so this means that I can delete this pool here. It's not needed, and there was, I need helper address, the same address here, 1067 83.3. Okay. Now another thing that kind of bothers me is this server pool. It starts from .5. Has proper subnet mask. I don't think this pool is needed though, because on MLS1 I have the pool which is correct. So I have here 83.0, the same mask. I have proper default gateway. Yeah, I don't think I need that one. I just need to have this SVI. Yep, okay. Okay, now I think we could kind of like, wait, did this guy get any IP address? No, it still didn't get an IP address. I think I could start tracking down actually spanning tree. So show interface status. Okay, So on port 10, my laptop is connected. So if I do show spanning tree VLAN 10, so FA01 is designated forwarding. I should also have its IP address in the MAC address table, which actually I don't have. This is kind of weird. Could be simulation issue, but I just don't know. I think I could bounce here the interface. And see if that port will come up. I still don't really see that port on the switch. In VLAN 10. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if it's an issue or not. So show spanning tree VLAN 10. This port is designated forwarding. Show run interface fast Ethernet 01. Let's just double check it there. This seems killing me. IP Dhcp Snooping trust. Dhcp Snooping, how I hate this. Okay, how do you do snooping? I need to check some doc. Cisco Dhcp Snooping. I think you have trust port, which is an uplink. Configure DHCP server. Enable DHCP snooping for it on at least one VLAN. By default, DHCP snooping is inactive on all VLANs. Ensure DHCP server is connected through a trusted interface. Trust state of all interfaces is untrusted. Enable DHCP snooping globally. Okay, so I will just go ahead and check the whole DHCP snooping config. Okay, so snooping is enabled on VLAN 10, 20, 30, and then on the interface 01, it's snooping trust, which is definitely incorrect. So incorrect DHCP snooping config on access 1. So the trust should be the uplinks. So if I do show CDP neighbor, now here's another interesting thing, right? Like I have two uplinks. Well, I have two uplinks, but in CDP I only see one. Okay, so this is gigabit 01. For some reason, the CDP there is not working. I don't know why. It is showing up in the trunk and it's in forwarding state for this VLAN, so this is good and not pruned. Okay, I think I should go ahead and fix snooping right now. Okay, fast 0.01, no IP DHCP snooping trust, and then interface range gigabit what 0102 IP Dhcp Snooping Trust. Well, actually, well, yeah, both of them should be trust. So then I go here and I say show run I DHCP. This guy doesn't even have snooping. I don't know if this is an issue, by the way. I don't think it is, but it could be. Did you hear Packet Pushers podcast 2 days ago? There was roundtable discussion about network programmability, and there was discussion about whether network engineers should learn Golang or Rust when moving beyond simple schemes. What's your opinion? Answer at your leisure. Sure. So I think no. I think they don't need to learn Golang or Rust. I think it's a good idea to start learning some programming, ideally some Python, since it's like a thing. But as I said multiple times already, I don't think that network engineers need to know how to actually write software. Like, solve some of the simple problems, yes. Write software, write automation controllers, no. So like if you're solving some of like, easy issues or something for your network with a programming language, like the Python would be the best choice because there is big ecosystem. I don't see any need for specifically a network engineer to learn Go and Rust. Now, if you're talking about people who are actually building software for networks and network automation guys, I think learning Go is a good idea. I mentioned this already before, that I do believe that for like building complex network controllers, Go is better choice than Python. So I think it makes sense. Not really Rust though. I don't think that we as an industry have applications which require that low level of programming control that Rust provides. The main point they can bring up was packet management, memory management. They can bring up whatever. So, you ask for my opinion that it is. So TLDR, I don't think network engineers should learn, need to learn Go or Rust. Ideally some Python, and it's like a best case scenario because many network engineers will not. And for people who are building network automation like applications, then I think that learning Go makes sense. Rust not so much. Okay. Oh, I think I understand what's going on here. So if I go to MLS1 here, show spanning tree VLAN 10, I expect the port towards access1 be blocked, but it isn't. Damn. This breach is the root. Is this guy root? No, this, okay, so MLS1 is root. Okay, I see here link 24, here link 24 is root, and then 23 is alternate blocking. So both of these links should be up. Interesting. I'm really curious why is this internet section T1 tier 1, why is this guy is freaking down? Okay, so I will try putting this back. God damn it. I just want to see a link name. So 101. Oh, okay. 101 is going downstairs. Well, it's an uplink. Access 1 is 21. And then access 2. Okay, so this port is 21 on this side, and then gigabit 01 on another side. So if I do show interface trunk, this port is trunk. This port should be fine. And this guy should be root, which it is. Okay, so why this doesn't work though? Interesting. So, I mean, the biggest piece that concerns, I know why. It was those static MAC addresses. How do I check its MAC address? Okay, 00C. And if I go here, show MAC address. No, I actually don't see this 00C. I was thinking that maybe this address is already here somewhere, MAC address. So that's why it's not being learned. But it's not the case. Marius, thank you for following. Said, thank you for following as well. What am I doing incorrect? This like concerns me the most. I am even thinking of, I go to this switch. Oh, I broke my network, by the way. Okay, this is being learned just fine. Why is this MAC address not being learned on VLAN 10? Switch Dhcp Snooping is enabled. Dhcp Snooping is configured on the following VLANs. Insertion of option 82 is enabled. I don't remember about this option 82. I need to double check. But this still should not prevent the switch from learning the MAC address. Okay, gigabit 01 is forwarding and it's just fine. So what the hell is going on here? I don't need an SVI here. I do need to have VLAN, which I have, an active and port 001. And the link should be up as well, which it is. Then gigabit 01 is up, which it is. I mean, the only thing is if you are configuring the switch for DHCP relays, the following additional steps are required. Define and configure DHCP relay agent IP address. If DHCP server is in different subnet from DHCP client, configure server IP address in the helper. Configure DHCP option 82 on untrusted port. With DHCP option 82, on untrusted port feature enabled, the switch doesn't drop I really don't remember this option 82 stuff. I remember that you have to do it somewhere. DHCP snooping information option. And I think you need to do it on the first hop, but I could be wrong. Chat, if you remember this thing about snooping, now would be your time to shine. Where do you configure this information option? Allow untrusted. This still doesn't work. God damn it. Garganio, thank you for following. All right. Is it switch port enabled? I think on these switches it's like enabled by default, but I can check it for you. Switch port enabled, static access, and then on the port, switch port enabled. I have somewhere, let me look at my DHCP notes. I have somewhere here. Dhcp Snooping protects from malicious Dhcp servers, prevents Dhcp server spoofing and exhaustion attack. Feature creates Dhcp Snooping binding database, MAC port IP list time. Discover request inform decline release will go from untrusted to trusted ports only. Offer, ACK and negative ACK are allowed only from trusted ports. Configuration is IP DHCP snooping, then IP DHCP snooping for the VLAN, and then on the interface you can limit number of packets. You also say trust on trusted interface. Okay, so oh, I think it's fine. So on gigabit 1 and 0102 it should be trust, and on fast Ethernet 2 it should be trust as well, because this guy is DHCP for another VLAN. DHCP snooping inserts information option, empty GI address field. IS rejects such packets. Only applied on access layer switches. DHCP snooping kills relay DHCP discover. My notes are bad. Okay, let's go through this process step by step again. So we have this laptop. I really don't get why it doesn't get an IP address, but whatever. It comes on fast Ethernet 01. The first thing that really throws me off is this. this is already like something weird. Like this guy sends DHCP packets, so in MAC address table we need to be able to see those. But it could also be like a problem with simulation as well, right? Like if I say show interface status that 01 is in VLAN 10, so if I do show spanning tree VLAN 10, I can see that this is designated forwarding, and then root port is gigabit 02. Hold on. Why is the gigabit 02 is root port? Why not this port? They have the same cost for some reason. What? Why do they have the same cost? Wow. Okay, so this guy has this as a root port, not this one. So this guy shows spanning trivial on 10. Well, this guy is the root for this VLAN, so it has all ports and designated. Makes sense. So what does this guy say? Okay, the root port here is 24. No, hold on. This is very weird. Let me see the chat. Okay, folks, I can already tell that we will not be doing programmability stream today. It's taking too much time. I will not be in the mood, but I want to fix this. And I think I do really need your help, folks. I'm even thinking of like drawing this for the VLAN, because this is like weird. Let's do this again. Show spanning tree VLAN 10. Yes. This port towards the root switch. Yeah. Okay. There is definitely another spanning tree problem here. Look at this. This guy thinks that oh no, the root is this. This guy is the root. Which is this guy? Yeah, this is fine. But still, the gigabit 01 is designated, but the root port is gigabit 02. What the hell is this? Gigabit 02 is root port. And these two ports have the same cost. Like, really? How? And now this guy says that this B888, which is this switch, is root, and cost towards it is 4, and we are root port on the port 24. Yeah, this is fine, but I would just take a look at the whole thing. Maybe like there's like some kind of MAC address filter or some shit like that. So I want, okay, I see it now. God damn it, speed 10. Jesus Christ. Ouch. But this is another issue. God. No IPsef. Okay, here VLAN 1 is disabled. Not 100% sure it's a problem. I think it could be fine. Okay, 1.7, standby version 2, standby 20, standby 10. There are two helpers here. Okay. I usually don't do show run, but I'm kinda a little bit desperate, so it will not hurt. Okay. The thing with root ports really kills, well, there is problem with encapsulation here. Well, actually, it's not a problem. Though this not.1q kinda. Oh, or it's negotiated.1q. I don't remember. I think this is actually fine. If it's on one side, it's desirable, and on the other side, it's this. It should work, but I will just fix it anyway. Does it hurt to save sim and reload just to clear out possible sim issue? I don't want to close this simulation. We may end up in weird state, I guess. I think we could like reload with these sims, like devices, but I wouldn't close the whole thing. I don't know the reference to Joe Exotic, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Interesting that on this port VLAN 20 is not in forwarding state. Okay. Let's look at this again. So this guy is correct. Our cost towards the root is 4. One of these ports is blocking, one of this is a root port. And then port 21 is designated. This is fine. Show spanning tree VLAN 10. This is just weird. Weird. Okay. So what I'm going to do is show spanning tree on 10. Okay. So now this went up. Oh, now it's working. Now the correct port is root. Okay, we still don't get an IP address though. But at least our thing is actually looks okay. So designated on fast Ethernet 01, then gigabit 01 is a root port, and then gigabit 02 is in blocking. Let's save this in reload as well, just to be safe. Okay, this guy's root, what does this? Stinks. Okay, this still points in the right direction. Okay. So VLAN 10 comes here, then goes towards the root. Dhcp should come here, show spanning tree VLAN 10. No, actually we don't need VLAN 10. So here this comes on a trunk and it will end up in VLAN 10. Show IP if it's brief. So it's here, and then show run section dhcp, and we have this, and default router is this, and show IP dhcp server. Finding. Interesting. I would even go and do simulation here, and it's being dropped on this guy. What the hell? Fast01 receives a frame. Spanning tree, whatever. I'm thinking about completely disabling snooping. Switch port mod access. Switch port access VLAN. Show run I spanning tree. Rapid PVST port fast default. I could do show run T section T02. Just to speed things up, I will do switch port port fast. No, host port. Spanning tree port fast. And then here okay, so 01 show MAC address. I don't get this, guys. Show run iMac. Oh, we get an IP address, by the way. Yep. Okay. The only thing I did, I think, was port pass. That's stupid. Okay. Now it has a problem of incorrect scope. Yeah, so I need to add here IP DHCP excluded 1067.83.1, 1067.83.4. No standby. Yeah. Okay, and then we will rebound this port. Now we don't get IP address. Oh, you can't clear it, you have to reload. Oh, no, it actually got IP address in the end. This one also has an IP address, by the way. Let's just double check. Yeah, so this one has .5. This one has 21. Oh no. Ouch. Oh no, everything crashed. RIP. I think this is what happened to Tony as well. Oh no. God damn it. Or maybe it saved things. I don't think it saved anything. Or maybe it did. Everything is broken again. Okay. I will try redo this one more time. At least I have all of these nodes, which is cool. But I will start from now from this side. Okay. Okay, on this guy, first port is duplex, should be duplex full. And on this guy, all ports are broken. Oh, let's just do duplex auto. Why did I do duplex full? Okay, here on gigabit 101, speed auto. Then on this guy, should be fine. Now the loopback thing. And then router SPF1, router ID 10111. Then on this guy, router router SPF1, router ID 1022. Okay. Then here there should be Sharon I helper. On VLAN 20 it should be helper at, no, let's remove this one. And it should be .3, I think. Yep, 3. And then on this guy I think it's the same thing. Oh, actually here is fine. Here's correct helper address. Standby, whatever. Then on this guy there was some spanning tree bullshit. So we will... Oh, there was multiple things. Show spanning tree port fast? No. Show run I interface port fast. So gigabit 01, no spanning tree port fast. I will remove this PGU guard because there was some issue there. Okay. And then on port 01, spanning tree port fast. Ports 02, spanning tree port fast. And also Dhcp Snooping trust. On port 1, no IP Dhcp Snooping trust. Okay, and then also towards the towards the uplinks it should be also trust, so it should be 012p Dhcp Snooping trust. We are okay. So show spanning tree VLAN 10. Show spa VLAN 10. Doesn't exist. Show VLAN. This VLAN is not there. Show interface trunk. We don't see any trunks. Show up interface status. Show up interface brief. Let's go on 01 shut and then no shut. Gigabit 2 shut. No shut. Show up the interface brief. Okay, those two ports are up. Show interface trunk. Trunk is working. Show spanning tree VLAN 10. For some reason, show UTP status. It's client. Show UTP status. Show interface trunk. Oh, I need spanning tree VLAN 1. Show spanning tree VLAN 1. Show spanning tree VLAN 1. Yeah. Okay. So I think okay, this doesn't get an IP address yet. So it seems like I still didn't fix something. Show spanning tree VLAN 10. Show spanning tree VLAN 10. Show VLAN. I'm curious why the database is not oh, I didn't remove this. Show IP interface brief. I don't understand why VTP is not working right now. VTP is working through native VLAN, right? Native VLAN 1. Yeah, these VLANs are not coming here. Okay, this guy is the root for VLAN 1. Both uplinks are fine. Oh, okay. This is a problem. This guy thinks it's a root, and this guy thinks it's a root. Very nice. I would just go ahead and reload. Okay, this guy thinks it's a root. Show spanning tree v11. Okay, this guy doesn't think it's a root now, so it should receive the VLANs, which it does, so it has the VLANs. This guy also has VLANs. Alright. Okay. This guy didn't get an IP address. I think I could use here simulation. So how do you remove SPF here? Okay. Show spanning tree VLAN 10. Gigabit 01 is root port. Show MAC address table. Again, like we are not learning on fast Ethernet 01 here. So it goes on the show spanning tree VLAN 10. This DHCP will go on the root port here. And then here I have DHCP scope for this. The default router here is incorrect. It should be .4. Okay. Okay, and then I also need to exclude. Then 67 83.1 to 10 67 83.4. Okay, now snooping part. So this one is untrusted and the rest is trusted. Show run ice DHCP, and I think I need to have this IP DHCP client, what's it called, snooping client information option. Okay, so show interface status. Up, 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 connected, connected, connected. All looks good here. So it should come on this board. We do show spanning tree VLAN 10. We go towards root over this link. We go here. We are here. It's DHCP for us. And it's not coming here. Show run section DHCP. Let's save this and reload. I don't remember already how I fixed that. Mem4T, thank you for following. I don't know, folks. Last time I just did port fast and I think it just started to work. Access, port fast. And then on 02 I had port fast and trust, and then gigabit 01 was strong. Switch port more trunk. And here I had this pool, show VLAN, brief, show IP interface brief. Show run section T VLAN 10. Okay, we have all of these pieces. So it should come here. We have a pool for this thing. Here, well here. This is all correct. This guy just doesn't get our DHCP. But this MAC address table also is not populated with this MAC address. Right, folks, I'm kind of tired. To be honest, I think we fixed majority of issues before it crashed. Right now, like, I'm doing the same thing and somehow it still doesn't work. Maybe I'll miss something right now after it crashed. Even though I don't think so. Okay, I will try like one more time. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I think we had a lot of progress before everything crashed, but I don't know. Okay, the traffic is coming here on fast Ethernet 01. it is access VLAN 10. Just for the sake of this exercise, I am going to check that interface. And it has access VLAN 10, access port fast. Pretty much it. There was also this piece, but it should be fine. So then, since it's a broadcast, we're looking on spanning tree VLAN 10. We will be propagating this towards all not blocked ports. So gigabit 02 is blocked, which kind of makes sense. And then we have fast 01, this is where it came. And the only other port which is left is this 01, which is root. So we'll be replicating these broadcast packets, but only on this port, pretty much. So then it comes, well, I can like check the link status, show interface gigabit 01. There are input and output packets here. This link is up, it's connected, it's full duplex, whatever. I don't see any drops here, so seems fine. So I can also do gigabit 01 switch port, enable trunk encapsulation, whatever. Okay. So important piece here is that it is enabled, its operational mode is trunk. So since it's trunk, we will tag this with VLAN 10 and send it here. So here it comes tagged on the port gigabit 0121. So if I do show interface trunk, we need to have that port in spanning tree forwarding state for VLAN 10, which we do. And if I also do show spanning tree VLAN 10, I also see this port designated, as we should, because we are root, so all ports are designated. So then it comes to, well, we are listening on the interface VLAN 10. I think I need to do show IP. So, yep, and it actually doesn't have everything, but we should be listening for broadcast packets on this interface, and it's DHCP, and it falls under this range. So we should allocate the thing and send it back. The key point here, since we have Dhcp Snooping, show run. Maybe I even disabled it, I don't remember already. Did I? No. So our uplinks here should be trusted. I don't remember if I need to know IP DHCP snooping information option. Show run DHCP. Just for the test, I may want to disable snooping completely. So I could say no IP DHCP snooping. If that helps. I may need to reload these two devices again. Nope. Okay. I'm reloading this too. I can even reload this as well. It still doesn't work. I have no idea what's wrong here, and you know what? I think at this point I kind of like, I wouldn't say give up. I think we fixed, if not all, then majority of issues until it crashed. Now after crash, it's like we are back to square one and we need to like redo all of these steps. It is possible that I kind of missed something here, but I'm also very frustrated with that it's simulation. I will do just one last thing here. Now it got an IP address. Are you kidding me? It got an IP address in the end. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I'm very frustrated with the amount of like simulation bugs that we encountered. There was a number here. There was this thing with Dhcp Snooping was kind of weird. The fact that we deleted loopbacks on the L3 switches and our router ID didn't change even after reload, that is kind of weird. The fact that default route is not advertised even though there is static default towards null zero, I think this is also simulation bug. So it's kind of very frustrating because you have to like, you know, adjust. You may think like this is how it's supposed to work, but because it's simulation, you're not sure. So yeah, I don't know. Until crash, we fixed majority of issues, so I'm happy with that. With that, I think it's a good point to wrap up. I really wanted to like do this like as an hour in the beginning, but then, you know, it proved to be a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. I'd like to thanks to NetworkChuck for creating this. Pretty sure it was a lot of effort. It's an interesting lab. I would love to have this lab done in viral too, because then like when you're using that images, this is, you know, you're like running actual software, actual like iOS and ISXE software, so there are still like could be some issues, but much less than here in Packet Tracer. And you get full CLI enabled, so like you don't have to deal with this show run. When I want to say show run interface, it doesn't work here. So I would love to have this lab in viral too. But even in this form, I think it was a lot of fun. I kind of started remembering some of the things that I knew. Yeah. Oh, Chuck, you are here. Thank you so much for creating this lab. Yeah, I had a lot of fun here. The crash of Packet Tracer really like put my morale down, and now me trying to like, and the stuff that's going on here with Dhcp Snooping in Packet Tracer is really weird. Like, I don't know. Yeah, thank you so much. And keep doing what you're doing. And I will see you next time. Goodbye now.